All right, Shalom. First, I can start by saying all praise to Yahweh by Shemal Shai by Shemu Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. As you can see, the title of this video is Video Shows Murder Suspect Moments Before Killing a 22-year-old Man in Smyrna. So I'm going to play this clip and I have another clip and add some precepts.
Tonight, the family of 22-year-old Michael A. Ezzard Jr. is asking for help finding his killer.
Yeah, Fox 5's Patty Pan talked to the victim's aunt, and joins us live from the Smyrna Police Department. Patty, what did you hear?
You know, this is just such a heartbreaking story to be telling our viewers about tonight. The Smyrna family really pleading for help in finding the people responsible for shooting and killing their loved one. And as you've said, this was all caught on camera. We do want to warn our viewers, the video they're about to see is disturbing. Surveillance video from outside the Five Points Strip Mall on Roswell Street in Smyrna shows the moments before a man opens fire on another. You see a man armed with a gun run up on the victim in front of the package store with others standing around. He grabs the victim's sweatshirt from the back and puts the gun in the victim's face. There's a quick scuffle and then the one shot. Police have now identified the victim as 22-year-old Michael Ezzard Jr. It happened just before 10 o'clock Monday night. His aunt, Sharinda Ezzard, says watching that video is gut-wrenching for their family that someone could be so callous.
He has no regard for anyone. He walked through people and done what he did to my nephew with no regards of anyone else. That video hurts. That is a hard video to watch.
Following the shooting, watch as the shooter walks to a getaway car parked waiting for him. The car takes off. Police have released this picture of the shooter, whom they describe as an unknown black man who fled the scene in a gray Honda four-door vehicle that a woman was driving. They say the car was last seen traveling westbound on Hawthorne Avenue.
I encourage someone to help us because this could be your family standing here, pleading and asking for help.
It's a very cold and callous act, and this individual needs to be off the streets. The sooner the better.
Sharinda says her nephew seen here with his father was an aspiring entrepreneur and was well loved in the community. He was an only child. In fact, she says the Rose Garden community where this took place is a very tight-knit and safe community up until now. They still don't know why this happened.
To see him leave here this way has been very hard.
Now, again, here's another look at the suspect authorities are looking for, as well as that getaway car only being described as a gray Honda. Now, anyone with any information on either the driver or the alleged gunman, you are being urged to call authorities, but they do remind you that he should be considered armed and dangerous. We'll have more on this story coming up tonight at 6. For now, we're reporting live outside the Smyrna Police Department. I'm Patty Pan, Fox 5 News.
Patty, thanks. We have new information on Bibb County's 21st homicide of the year. It happened in the 700 block of Harold Street Saturday morning. The sheriff's office says the victim was Damian Felton, a murder suspect released from jail just hours earlier. We had questions about how and why Felton got out of jail in the first place. Here's a timeline of his case.
So back in May of last year, we covered another homicide, the death of Amon Norwood. A man out walking found his body under a mattress at an illegal dump site in West Macon. Court records show that last fall, a grand jury indicted Felton and several other men on charges including murder and concealing a body. A few months ago, Felton's lawyers filed a motion arguing that Felton was not there when someone shot and killed Norwood or when someone dumped and burned his body.
The lawyer claimed the shooter was Jerome Beasley, one of the other defendants. He says Felton wasn't there when Beasley allegedly tried to hide the evidence. In February, a judge agreed that Felton could be released. Jail records show he got out this past Friday night after posting over $82,000 in bond.
About 12 hours later, someone killed him. Now Bibb investigators are looking into what led up to his death.
Right, man. All that is just prophecy, man. Jake dying left and right because 2/3 got to go. You know, the first guy, you know, a lot of the times these guys be killing each other because of a woman. So what the case may be, man. So, but ultimately, it's the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai. So, Salakia. All right, Shalom. This is Sirach chapter 39, verse 28. It said, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And the spirits that's created for vengeance is talking about the angels, man. The Lord using the angels to kill people, man. Yeah, they not little white babies naked with born arrows with their nuts and shit hanging out, man. You know, that's how Esau portrayed the Lord's angels, because, you know, Esau hate the Lord, man. It's just as well as he hate the Lord's people. You know, and a lot of this chaos in these streets is happening because, one, we're under the curses. Two, Esau is helping further our affliction and keep us down. They don't want us to know who we are. So they use their witchcraft to break us up, you know, from TV, music, to the drugs, you know, giving women rights, etc., man. You know, not like shit, probably 8 times out of 10, you know, well, damn near 9 times out of 10, the reason why Jake and them fall out is because of a woman, man. A woman, drugs, gangs, you know. Verse 29, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Right, man? So these were created to judge people, so people can get their judgments, man. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction, right? Because ultimately Jake and them don't love the Lord. You know, the Lord said, all those that hate me love death. And you show yourself to hate the Lord when you don't follow what he say for you to do, man. You know, the scriptures don't say for you to go to church, man. The Lord has a color, has a name. You know, and it look like you're talking to 2 different women out there. You never know. They might have husbands, whatever the case may be. You know how Jake get down, man. You know what they promote in this rap music, man. So, you know, but he got a mercy kill, because what's to come is way worse than what happened to him. He got shot one time, and that was it, man. You got what's coming is people finna be getting tortured with the hell and chaos that they finna go through up until their death, man. And if they don't be here when the nuclear missiles hit. So he got a mercy kill. This is Sirach 39 and 31. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. That's why when people say, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. The angels are giving commandments to go out and kill. So they not, and it says they're not going to transgress the Lord's word. So they're going to do what's supposed to be done. So you never going to escape your death, man. You know, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 1, it says, he cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. Those that got charge over the city is the angels. The angels are running these cities, man, and making all this stuff come to pass. From laws being passed to people dying, from it said fire, hail, these storms, etc. The angels got the charge over these cities to do this, man. You know. Verse 2, and behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand, and one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side, and they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the Most High, the glory of the power of Israel, was gone up from the cherub, whereupon he was, to the threshold of the house, and he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right, man. So, the angels going around putting the mark. That mark is the mark of exemption upon those that hate this society and the way everything is going. Jake loved this society. They love going to the club. They love seeing Jake and them kill each other, fight, and having sex with each other women. They love doing drugs and selling drugs, etc., man. And they don't mind being in this state, man. They don't mind people, their leaders lying to them, man. They don't mind being oppressed. They think this is all that we got, and, all that's coming to us, for the blacks, Latinx, and Native Americans. But it's not, man. There's more to this story, man. Verse 4, it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, the Israelites, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right, man? So if you out there on the highways and the byways talking about the downfall of your oppressor, Esau, and the other nations, and how they have been doing us, you sighing and crying for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, man. You just got to have the whole truth. Verse 5, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite meaning to kill. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. So the angels are going around killing people, like I was just reading in Sirach. Slay utterly old and young, both maids, young women, and little children. That's why these little children be down. Y'all be wondering why a little kid died. He ain't never done nothing, but it's a such thing as reincarnation in the Bible, man. And women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark. So the angels are not going to kill those that got the mark of exemption, man. Those that are doing the work, man. And the Lord do got it set up to where, some of his prophets are going to die, but they're going to die righteously. And for dying righteously, you're going to receive a crown in the kingdom of heaven, man. So, these men, they don't know their role just as well as these women don't know their role. And the men are supposed to be doing the Lord's work, man. Right now, it says, and begin at my sanctuary, blacks, Latinx, Native Americans, which are the Israelites. Then they began at the ancient men, which were before the house, the elders, man. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, it says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I also will forget thy children. Right, man? So the fact that Jacob don't want to hear the word, the Lord just gonna give them over to their own destruction, man, and their children. So with that being said, call Lord Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well, and salutation to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.